I would like to begin by telling you about Michaela. Michaela is completely nonverbal and wants nothing more than to be a podcaster. Michaela is part of the Denver Mill Levy program with Rocky Mountain Human Services. They offer what is called an individual request, which her family was able to put in a request for all of the computer equipment needed for Michaela to have her voice. Michaela now has her own podcast called The Shining Star. This is just an example of one of the many things that Rocky Mountain Human Services offers. Rocky Mountain Human Services is a Colorado nonprofit that was established in 1992 with the goal of helping people live the best life they can and providing the resources needed to do so. Rocky Mountain Human Services helps not only people like Michaela, but also children, adults, and veterans. This could include brain injuries and spinal injuries for children or adults, but they offer programs for all of these people. Their mission statement is, and I quote, "I embrace the power of community to support individuals and families in creating their future." Rocky Mountain Human Services offers many different programs, and they assist people with developmental disabilities or delays, long-term care, homelessness, behavioral health, and mental health or crisis mental health. They do all of this through case management and direct service programs. Rocky Mountain Human Services works with Medicaid to provide these services to Colorado residents. They offer what is called a Medicaid waiver, which is the opposite of what you might think it would be. It is actually an increase in benefits versus a decrease of benefits. Normally, when we think of waivers, we're waiving our right to something. That's not the case here. In this case, it would provide additional benefits for specific medical needs. Rocky Mountain Human Services offers several different programs within these waivers. They have the um, they have the Denver Mill Levy program, which is the program that Michaela was under, or that she is part of. The Denver Mill Levy program is for Denver County residents only. The reason it's for Denver County residents only is because the residents of Denver County voted to fund this through their property taxes. So they have a little bit more funding than some of the other counties for the services that Rocky Mountain can offer. So they're able to give a little more specialized classes, maybe some music classes, different therapies. The individual requests like Michaela received, there's some different things that they can receive to help the quality of life. And that also includes housing assistance and medical equipment as well. Another program that is offered by Rocky Mountain Human Services is the Single Entry Point, also called SEP. This is a program that is a one-stop for all screenings, assessments, referrals, and case management. This is great, especially if you have a certain illness that you can't really travel around to be assessed for. They're able to go to one stop, and that case manager can assess the situation and see what they need and set them up with the care that they need. SEP works primarily with people with disabilities versus delays, primarily the elderly. The elderly who maybe aren't ready for assisted living, but they need a little additional care at home. They can receive medical equipment at home, maybe shower bars to help in the shower, grocery shopping assistance, house cleaning assistance, things that they just can't do on their own, maybe in-home care from a nurse that visits a few days a week. But they need a little assistance just to get by, but they're not ready, to give up their independence just yet. This program helps them stay in their homes. Another program offered through Rocky Mountain Human Services is services for veterans. This is for homeless veterans or soon to be homeless veterans. Rocky Mountain Human Services will provide a case manager for the veteran and help them with emergency housing, emergency food assistance, counseling services for substance abuse or for mental health. They'll also assist with legal services if they need it, and they will just help the veteran get back on their feet. Another program offered by Rocky Mountain Human Services is the Community Transition Service. This is a great service offered for people coming out of long-term care or a disabled adult who lost their caregiver. This is 365 days of care for teaching them how to get back on their feet and do things on their own. This will help them set up housing, furnish their home, teach them how to budget, teach them how to cook, how to grocery shop, make appointments, that sort of thing that they would need assistance with because they've never done it before. Um, one of the great things about Rocky Mountain Human Services is that if they can't make it work in one of the waiver programs, they're going to find a program that does work so that they can help you and provide the assistance needed for you or a family member who might need some additional medical care. Rocky Mountain Human Services provides service for over 15,000 Colorado residents. My sister is a case manager for Rocky Mountain Human Services. I asked my sister why she does what she does. And she said, I do this because if mom and dad did not have us, we want someone to have a case manager like me who will listen, provide, and abide by their wishes. I am underpaid and overburdened, but the people on the SEP program have no one, and I am happy I can be there for them. This is the reason that I chose Rocky Mountain Human Services to present for this presentation. I want to bring awareness to all of the great things that Rocky Mountain Human Services does.